Other one is April 14th. Well, we start pretty late again. My God, I was dealing with um, I was doing the theory of support vector machine. I had a very good teacher who went through like literally almost every single piece of theory behind support vector machine, all the math behind, all the proof, and that thing was amazing. I mean, it's nothing else I can say. It's totally amazing. But it took a lot. It took a lot of time, especially the proof of the RBF, the proof of why RBF is a kernel. That one, that one is very hairy, very hairy, but it can be done. It can be done. And I was trying to, I mean, when he taught that, he went through that very fast, very fast. So now I'm trying to digest it and trying to use a more a more friendly way to understand why RBF is a kernel. But it will be fine. I'll be able to figure it out. All right, so let's take a look at today. Well, luckily we have an easy problem. Have we done this before? Oof, they just kept throwing new problem to us. An easy one. Okay, what's this one? Search in a binary search tree. You're given a root. Find a node in the BST that knows the value equals val, and then return the subtree rooted with that node. If such a node does not return null. So we have this value 2, we shall return the subtree rooted, or should just return the node. Well, I think we can probably go right for it instead of doing any scratch paper thing, because it's binary, it's tree, something I really like, and it's binary search tree, something that's very straightforward, and it's an easy problem, so nothing to fear. All right, so binary search tree is a val. I think binary search tree is the left is small, right is large. Yeah, so we say if not root, right, return none. Otherwise, if root dot val, now say if val, all right, is everything unique? It didn't say. My binary search tree should be unique. Oh, what are you doing? It doesn't have to be unique. My bad. If it's smaller, then we return self.search bst, I think the root.left, val. If val is larger than root.val, we say return self.search this root.right val. Else we just return, because it's the same, return root. So that shall do. Yep, that shall do. All right, so that one is done. That's I think that's what, 700. Well, nothing really to say. That's very standard practice. Okay, so we're done with the challenge. So now we are going to keep solving yesterday's problem, the dot 2 Senate. All right, so I want to recap what I have yesterday. So the idea is, when you're given a string, right, we're gonna group. We use the group by function. We group all the consecutive r's and d's together, right? So eventually we will have an array where each element is contains the letter R or D and the total number counts and the total number of active. Well, active means that they haven't made the decision yet. So that's what we have. And then we're going to loop through this. So of course we get the first R, so all of them are active, right? And then the next one will be D, right? So next one will be D. And then we want to cancel out as many D's as we can. So there are two scenarios. So scenario one, we have the number of D is smaller or equal to the number of active R. If that happens, then all the D are gone, right? We just ignore them. All the D are gone, and then we get into the next R. And when the next R comes in, it can merge with the previous R. So we increase the total count of R and increase the total number of active R. So that's one scenario. Scenario number two, the D comes in are bigger. We have more D than R. Then R will cancel out as many D's as possible, and then we'll have the remaining D pushing in, and there will be no active R's, but R's are all there, and the D will have the total number of D minus the ones getting canceled. Those will be the remaining active ones. Okay, so we have D. Now we have new R comes in, right? And then we have said that for the D, for when we cancel late, like cancel behind me and cancel before me, it has the same effect. That's what I think. So when the new R comes in, then it becomes we're standing from the D perspective, right? So if the new R comes in is smaller, number smaller than the active D, then we remove all of them, and then new D comes in, we merge. If the R is bigger, then D will, cancel as many as possible, and then we have, after cancel as many as possible, then we have the remaining R, right? We have the remaining R comes in. Now we have RDR, right? RDR. Okay. Did you find a problem? Yeah, I feel like so when the R comes in, I cancel some, but we have more R's remaining, and then those R's are active, right? They're active, and then if they keep canceling, so the next D comes in, they keep cancel, right? They keep cancel. So at the end, we have RD, right? Something like that, and all of them have canceled as much as they want, as much as they can. And then what? At the end, the last one comes in, either gets completely canceled, and then we have some remaining, and then those remaining needs to cancel some of the D's. Then we can look to the previous, we can cancel those D's. If they cancel completely, we merge and keep cancel, right? So we merge and keep cancel, merge, keep cancel. So if I cannot cancel those D's, then we cancel as many as we can, right? Okay, so and then if a more D comes in, right? If the last one, more D comes in, I cancel some and then I have the remaining, and then on the D we try to so when we do that, we will get the remaining will be RD, right? And then we do it again. So exactly it's the same argument, do it again, and eventually we will arrive at just one element, right? Either it's R or D, and then we return that one. Okay, I think it's gonna work. But it's not easy. So I think we want itertools import. What do we import? Group by. So that's the initial, right? Group by. And I forgot a group by. From itertools port group by. Okay. So let's say A equals, let's say RRR DDR, DDR, something like that. And then we say, I think it's key and a list group for K, G in group by A. And then we turn that into this. Syntax error. What? What syntax error? Oh, this syntax error. Oopsie doozy. That's not what I want. Len, right? That's what we want. And active. So we do the same thing. So len, ooh, do it twice. Hold on, put it on a 0. Okay. And then a number of active. I don't know, man. I am not sure. Number of active. Okay, so what we call it? We call it, let's call it L. Okay, and then for KG in group by Senate. Right, and I'm gonna do this K len list G, and let's just repeat. That's fine. Len list G. Okay, so that's our L. And then we simply say while len L, right, is larger than 1, temp is equal to this. And then we just go one by one, right? So how do we say? Actually, temp equals, temp equals L0, right? We always, it's the first one coming in, okay? And then for, say, I in range from 1 to len L, okay? Now, so the current one, right? So the current one is Li, right? Then what do we want to say? We want to say compare the active, right? We say if temp minus 1, 0, 1, 2, right? If the active is larger, okay? If the active, wait, hold on. We have to first check. Hold on. So first we need to check if the new one comes in is the same. So we say if, that will be easy to check. So Li 0, all right, is equal to temp minus 1, 0. So they're the same thing. Then we merge on the temp, all right? So we say temp minus 1, 1, which is a total count, plus equal to do we even need active? Yeah, I'm thinking we don't need active. Just set of a current active. Yeah, let's just try not to do it. I don't think we need the active. We just need the total, right? So, and current active. So this current act equals temp. Actually, we just say L 0, 1. Okay, and then we say temp this plus equal to Li 1. Right, so increase the total count, and then current active plus equal to Li 1, because current active also increases. So that's that. Else, If the two are not the same, then we need to check if current active is larger or equal to li1, then all of them can be cancelled, right? So we will cancel all of them, which basically just says current active minus equal to li1. That's it. We don't do anything. That one will be completely cancelled, and then we just keep going for the next one. Else, if current active is smaller, right? It's smaller than that, then we'll use up the entire current active, right? And then what we're gonna say is, well, we're gonna append, right? Append li, right? We're gonna append it, but then we're gonna make some changes. So first of all, current active, we're gonna say li1 minus equal to current active, right? Because current active is this much and the new one comes in as bigger, and I'll cancel out as many as we can. So we cancel those out, which means those no longer exist, and the remaining is the current active. So current active becomes li and 1, right? So that's that. So we're gonna go through the entire thing and we just keep doing this. Once we're done, right, and we need to check on the current active, right? I'm just say while current active, right? While current active, then we need to like popping on the left, right? So how do we do that? So we're looking at myself, right? Myself, and then want to say look to my left, right? Look to my left. So we're gonna say act equals temp.pop. Okay. No, actually. Hold on, let me think. Because he will want to cancel, right? Cancel, and then we. So yeah. So this one shall be. So act equals this, right? Pop, and then while current act, right? While current act, then we say if they are the same, then we'll pop this and then we increment on the act, right? Otherwise, I'll try to decrease, and I will reduce my current act, and until a point I cannot do no more. So okay, so what we're gonna say is if temp minus 1 0 equal to act 0, so they belong to the same, then we're gonna pop. So we say act 1 plus equal to temp.pop 1, and that's it. We just pop it, right? Else, if they're not the same, then we need to remove temp minus 1. How do we do that? Then we just say if current active is larger or equal to, right? If current active is larger or equal to temp minus 1, right? If it's a larger or equal to, then we can pop it entirely, right? And then what we do is current act minus equal to temp.pop 1. So we'll completely delete those, and then we call it a day, right? We call it we completely remove that, and the current active will reduce, right? Okay, and then we'll keep going. Whew. Maybe current act. Maybe we should say while current act is larger or equal to 0, I allow it to be 0, then I can do this. Wait, hold on. Let's keep writing else, right? If current act is smaller than the temp, right, then we will simply remove sum. Then we just say temp minus 1, 1, minus equal to current act, right? Minus equal to current act. And after that, current act equal to 0. But actually in this, we can just break, which means this we can just say, well, true. I don't like it. While temp, right? And then we here say, hold on, while temp, and then we do this, and nope, nope, nope. Let's just do current act. So this and then current act becomes 0, all right? So when I come back up, it will pop out. All right, so when we are done and we have act, right? Act is on the outside. And we just say if temp minus 1, 0 is equal to act 0, then we simply say temp minus 1, 1 plus equal to act 1, right? Else temp dot append what? Append act, right? So once we're done, we say L equals temp. Then we go again. So when we're done, we just return radiant if L 0 is equal to R, else I don't remember what's the other one. Dire. All right, let's see if this one right. It's like greedy and then a lot of. All right, hold on. RD shall be radiant. RDD shall be dire, and then we have a few yesterday. I think it's RRDDD shall be radiant. Senate. I'm pretty sure this is gotta have an easier solution. All right, that is not what I want. index out of range. So temp is gone. Okay, so we just say if well, actually, let's just say while temp and this, all right? Yeah, while temp and this, and then we say if temp and this, okay, we pass those. Man, the test cases are easy to generate for this one. All I need to do is just randomly type R&D. For example, you can just say, like this, come on, like that. And we'll just run it to see what happens. Okay, this is looking promising. All R's, okay, or D's, and then like R. Let's try. Yeah, let's try it again. This is for fun. I could have generated like randomly, but it's just for fun. If this still passes, I'm gonna submit it. It does not pass, which means this method is not right. Holy guacamole, the last one doesn't pass. Expected is radiant. Okay, so we have found our error. Yeah, I want to save these. These are good test case. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, so it's radiant. This one should be radiant. Okay, and then this one definitely has to be radiant. Of course. Well, that can be dire. All right, so now we can focus on the last one. Oh shoot, didn't delete that. Okay, so how about we make it simpler? Oh, it passed. Oh my god, it passed again. I don't know. I just have to randomly delete parts and try to see if. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What is it that makes this one not pass? Yeah, it's just too much. Can't analyze. And I don't have a, like say, brute force idea. Hold on. The result is expected as radiant, and I'm returning dire. The heck? So should I delete dire, right? What is it? Hold on. RD. Let's do 10. Okay. Yep. Let's do this. I don't like doing this, but I have no other choice. Random port choice. Okay. For this, range, how many we want. Let's do 10. Okay, and then I want to print what? Dot join. Okay. Choice either R or D, right? For this in range, let's do 10. Okay. Oh shoot, maybe one more. What's my meta key? Join choice. Oh, the choice. I see it. Hold on. I see it. The choice. Choice. Blah blah blah. Range 10. This comment to join this. That shall be right. Take 2 positional, but 3 are given. I realized I forgot to put another parenthesis here. There we go. Okay, so now we have these. Oh, this will be bad. Let's see. We can always increase the number. It's not a valid. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We need string, but we need to put this one. Okay, and then plus this. There we go. All right. Come on, give me some error. No, let's do. How many are we allowed? 100. Okay. I'm doing 100, and the hope is I'm pretty sure there isn't a limit on how much I can do. But I need to know. You gotta be kidding me. This is not fair. What the heck? Maybe 20? Got a bit more. We have a higher chance of hitting the error. Oh my god. $1,000. Alright, this one's crazy. Alright, I have 1,000. Oh, perfect. Alright, so now we need to do this. Oh, shoot. I can't even see. 1,000 here. New ones. So we say diff. Okay, so can I copy the entire thing? Perfect. Oh, that's we have online diff. Yeah, this is not working. We're not gonna use this thing. It's just and that's just the CSS. It doesn't really say which one. All right, let's say. So what we're gonna do, we just copy this, right? Copy this. This is the output, and we also put in. Come on, it's so slow. Let's go. Original text. This is my output. No, actually, this is the output, and we're gonna do. This is the input. Okay. So this is the input, and we find difference. Use web version instead. Wait, what the hell? Okay, that's expected. Expected is the original text. And then this is my output. Find difference. Number 20. And, oh, I think it should be 2. No, that's the only one. Holy moly, number 20. Line 20. 20. This one. All right. Isolate this one. Isolate this one. So expected is dire. But my response is okay. There we go. Double check. Double check. Double check. Double check here. Double check. All right. Let's work it out. I mean, what do we have? We have R, D, D, R, 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 D, R, D, D, R, D, 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 R, D, and R, D. Okay, that's what we have. So what is R? D comes in. Let's say I remove that D, and then the new D comes in. Okay, and then R, remove that R, and the R comes in, and then I have all these R's. Hold on, so R comes in, D comes in, and then this D gets removed, and this D comes in, and active is here, and then R comes in, remove, and then active comes here. So now this R comes in, and then it shall be radiant. Enjoy. I think I kind of know why. Because I need to delete. Hold on. Let me just go through the entire thing. So now D comes in, I remove one R, right? Now R comes in, and then we have 2 more R's come in, okay? D removed, new R comes in, D removed, and then new R comes in, and then D removed, now we have D, right? And a new D, and then R comes in, R removed, new D comes in, R comes in, R removed, and then D comes in. So now I have 2 D's, and then I can remove 2 R's. Okay, so that's after the first round. The second round, I say R, D removed, R, and then D removed, removed, and then D comes in, removed again, and then D, right? And then I can remove an R, and then R, D. Should be radiant. Why did I get dire? Why did I get dire? Okay, do it again using my scheme. So it's R, D. R is 1, 2, 3, 4. D, R, D is 2, R, D is 4, R is 1, D is 1, R is 1, D is 1. Okay, so we do. We say R and D, D will be 1, and then current active is 1, right? And then R comes in, right? R comes in. Now current active is 1, so I will remove 1, so it becomes 3. So R current active shall be 3. And then D comes in. Now current active is 2. R comes in. Current active is 3, and this one becomes 4. And D comes in. Current active becomes 1. And R comes in. Current active becomes 2, and this one becomes 5. D comes in, and then D move 2, so current active is 2. R comes in, current active is 1. D comes in, current active is 2, becomes 3. R comes in, current active is 1. And D comes in, current active is 2. And after that, D is 4. Okay? And then because active is 2, right? So we can remove 2. Okay, so now remove 2, so this will be 3. Okay, so we ending with R, D, R, and 4D. Okay, that's actually fine. Hold on. How do we check this thing? I guess we check by print L. Let's say print. All right. So the first one I say is 1, 2, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1. Okay. So after that is 1, 1, 3, 4. 1, 1, 3, 4 is correct. 1, 1, 3, 4 is correct. 3, 1. That is also correct, right? Because 1, so R, 1, D, so gone. So we have 0. So now we have 3, which is 4, right? And then a D comes in, right? D comes in. Hold on. 1, 1, 1, 3, 4. 1, 1, 3, 4. How did I get to 3, 1? Oh yeah. We so this one canceled, right? So we have 0 currently active. Now 3 comes in, so I have 4 and a 3 active. Yes, and then D comes in. So D comes in. I'll remove, right? Remove 3. So now D comes in is going to be 1, right? And the active is 1, so remove 1, so it's 3, 1. Yes. Then what? The last step. 3, 1. L is 3, 1. And then Oh, the answer is dire. Answer is dire. My bad. Check the wrong thing. Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is radiant. No, answer is dire. Answer is dire. So what I'm doing now is not the optimal for dire. How? What would you do to make dire better? Oh, hold on. So after the first round, no, actually, when we go through the last one, hold on. So we have the last one, D comes in. I shall remove the beginning. You need to be the first one doing it. You need to be the first one doing it, right? So in this case, yeah. So I remember at the end of the first round, we have the one, R1, D1, R3, and then no, it's actually not R5, right? And then R5, D4, and then have 2 active in D, and then you remove 2 on the 5. But we shouldn't do that. So in this case, I shall remove as many front as possible. So if I remove as many front as possible, I will remove the first. I have 1. Then we can become D1, R4, and D4. Right? So the total number is the same. We have 4 R's and 5 D's. But then when we keep moving on, if we do this, then when D goes, the D is the first one. Then we have D1, right? And then R is 3, all right? Because D1, R is 3, and active is 3. And then D comes in again 4. They can cancel out 3, right? And then D will have 1, and they have 1 active. And then the active, I can cancel out this one, so it become 2 active. So it become 1, 2, 1. Okay? 1, 2, 1. Instead of 3, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 1. And then the next step, we have 1, D is 1, and R is 1, and then we have 1 active, and then D comes in as 1, it cancels out. And the last, it is dire. It is dire. So I think the key is the last one, right? The last one. We need whoever goes first has the advantage, right? Whoever goes first has the advantage because you will always go first. You will always able to remove others before others can remove you. Therefore, the last one I need to check, right? So this is the act, right? So we need to check. We need to first see the front, right? We say if temp 0 is not equal to act 0, right? If the temp, the front, is not equal to me, then I need to remove as many as we can, right? So we say if, right? We say if temp 0, 1 is, oh, hold on. How do we handle this? We need to pop the front. Otherwise, we need to copy the entire thing. Let's use deck. Okay, let's use deck. So from collections import deck. Okay, so L equals, I'm pretty sure I can say deck. So L is a deck. And this is also a deck. So this is also, temp is also a deck. Yeah, temp is also a, what, does L has to be a deck? L doesn't have to be a deck. L doesn't have to be, but temp need to be a deck. Okay, So we just append, and we can pop, and then we say temp this if the number on the front is smaller or equal to the current act. Okay, so the current act is bigger. Then we can say temp dot pop left. Okay, so temp dot pop left. Right, we pop the left, and then what? Then we pop the left, and then we'll do L equals temp. I might as well just put it. That's fine. So temp, we pop the left, right? And after popping the left, we say current act minus equal to pop left 1. Okay? So if it's this, else, then we need to reduce as many as we can, right? Else we say temp 0, 1 minus equal to current act, and current act equal to 0. Okay? Current act equal to 0. That's where we handle all of them. And then we do this, right? And then we do this, we do this. Okay, so if that's the case, we run it. Index out of range. Yes. So D is this. And then if temp and then we pass this one. Okay? Then we pass this one. But hold on, don't get too excited when throwing all the others and try to see. They all pass. We all pass. Oh, this one looks promising. This one looks promising. All right, do we still have that giant test case? No, I don't. What do we do? We generate another one, okay? And let's do 50. Okay? Let's do 50. Then all of these. So, of course, first of all, let's run this one more time. Okay, and then try it. Everything passed, so I have confidence now. But let me also write some comments. All right, so if possible, always ban the enemy at the front, because whoever is at the front has advantage. They can always ban other people while they themselves won't get banned in this scheme, in this algorithm. Right, so if possible, at the end, we'd always try to ban at the front. Okay. Should have had the test case. I don't know. Can I find a test case? Oh, I do. All right, try this one. There's a priest. Oh. Okay, so it's still not correct. I'm gonna give up on this one. How? Let me submit one so we at least have something wrong, and then we're gonna go to the discussion. All right, this is bonkers. This is bonkers. I have a wrong. Time to investigate. Time to investigate. This is and this is not correct. This is not correct. Like this thing is still showing wrong. Time to earn some more money. Not more money, more points. All right. So I'll end up right here, and I'll also dive deeper into this thing. And this definitely is not the right answer. It got to be something more interesting. All right, I will report back tomorrow. Let's see how this one goes. All right, adios.